Hi everybody, I'm Dina, and Tom here has convinced me to demonstrate my Bracciole, which is an Italian specialty. It is basically a meat dish which you can use for a variety of purposes, but basically it's a thin meat like this, or you can use flank steak or something a little thicker if you want to make it one big roll. I like to make individual rolls, and then you take some breadcrumbs, you take some grated cheese, and some spices, some olive oil, a little water to bind it, and then you take your spiced up ingredients, you roll them up, you use my famous toothpicks to pick them and keep them together, and then you can either use them on the grill, which is what I like to do a lot, just barbecue them straight on the grill, or you can also use them in tomato sauce as an alternative to meatballs or sausage, or in addition to that. So I'm going to go ahead and start now and give you an idea of how we like to do it, and feel free to change it any way you guys like, but I'll show you how we do it this morning. Okay, so breadcrumbs. That is your first ingredient. You put a bunch in. Okay, so we have breadcrumbs, then we have some grated, this is Parmesan and Romano, which I like as an alternative to just straight Parmesan. Don't have to be fancy, because since you're stuffing it, you don't really need to use real expensive, ground or, hand done cheese. You can just use right out of the jar, but you can also do whatever you like. Okay, so we're mixing it up. Next step is your spices. Now, I use a lot. I use some onion, a little bit of oregano, a little pepper, this is garlic. Okay. I do a dash of thyme just for a little extra pizzazz, but it's not necessary. Definitely you have to use the Italian spices. That's a must, at least for my Bracciole. So this is Italian seasoning. Okay, so we get it all in there. And then, let's see. Oh, I like a little bit of this is a product called Cavender's All-Purpose Greek Seasoning. It's got a lot of nice little flavors to it. Not required, but I like to use it. Okay, so now I'm going to mix it all up. Okay, and you can kind of smell it. Okay, so we've got our seasonings, we've got everything in there. Now, the next trick is to make this from dry into something that you can use to roll up with. So I use olive oil, okay? I'm an extra virgin olive oil fan, so I use that. Now here's where you're going to get a little bit messy. Let me grab a spoon real quick. Okay, so I've got my olive oil, which I'm going to use to start getting it moistened. Okay, so I'm doing that. I'm mixing it all in. Now the olive oil doesn't always do the trick, and you don't want to necessarily waste olive oil for just binding purposes. Also, of course, it has good flavor, but you don't need it to completely bind the breadcrumbs and cheese. So I usually just add a teeny drop of water here and there, just to make it a little more easy to work with. Okay, so here's the finished version, and the rest is pretty easy. Now, what I do to make them, a little more flavorful is I'll take some olive oil, okay, like so, okay, And then I'm going to add a little bit of spice to it also. This is all the stuff that I used before. A little oregano, the Italian seasoning, a little bit of garlic and onion. Just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to take the same spoon and I'm just going to mix it all in, like so. Okay. Okay, I think I want a little more. A little pepper. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so now what I do with this, and this is where you have to get your production line going, okay? So, I'm going to move the stuff out of the way, and I'm going to set my plate here, and here's the toothpicks that are absolutely a must. To bind them up. So, okay, pretty simple. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to take the meat, and on one side I'm going to dip it like so, okay, in the mixture. Then I take the Bracciole breadcrumb mixture and you put it inside like so, and you just kind of spread it the length like that, okay? Kind of pat it down a little bit.
Can you move the water? Move the water glass.
Okay, you get the water out of the way. And then the rest is just a roll-up process. So you're just rolling it like so. And then here come the toothpicks to bind it. Hold it together. I usually use 2. And voila, there we go. And you just keep repeating this until you have them all rolled up, and then you're ready to do whatever you like. You can either, like I said, use them in a nice sauce if you like, and you can also, for a sauce, you can use a thinner version. I've got a little bit of a thicker meat because it's going on the grill, but you can use something a little thinner than that if you want to make them smaller for a sauce instead of on the grill. So either way you like to do it, just make it the way you like. And that's it. Next time you guys come over, we'll have it on the menu. All right, have a great day. Thanks.